All right, guys, welcome back. Three-part video here today, three different topics. So let's just jump right into it. All right, so I got a pretty simple project going on here today. I want to make the brand new drop hoses for the nitrogen, for the sprayer, for top dress and nitrogen. You guys remember I'd ordered this spool. I don't know if it's 50 foot or 75 foot of 3/8 chemical resistant hose. I need to cut the length of is it 18 or 19 different drop hoses and put the new hose barb on with the screw-on T-jet connector for the boom on my sprayer. I want to do this now. You'll see it's cold today. And this stuff is as hard as a rock. I might have made a mistake using tubing instead of actual hose. But what I want to do is cut the length that I need for each individual one, put the new hose barb on, and then hang them up. Maybe I'll just string like a clothesline up there and hang up the hose so the heat that way's west. When the sun sets, this wall gets really hot from the sun shining against the building. Yes, I did get brand new gloves. No holes. I know you guys commented about my gloves. So I'm going to hang them up and just let them hang there. It is early to be doing this. I won't need these until July of this year, but I'm hoping they'll straighten out, that it won't be in this coiled up mess. I'm using a tubing cutter. I find that's going to be the best thing to cut this stuff with. Utility knife's fine, but you don't get a nice round cut. To get the length, I have the old ones in the bag over there. I want to find the longest one and use that as a pattern. I'm pretty sure that's what I need. So I got to go through and do that today. So we got that going. Let's jump into topic number two. All right, so topic number two, without getting into any of the details, too many details, you guys know I was saying I was going to be in economy mode for 2019, that 2018 was a pretty bad year as far as the yields and the price per bushel, and the final end result of the year, as far as the income, wasn't a good year. I am now, I think, going to be lifting this economy mode restriction that I put on myself. All I will say is my off-the-farm employment situation has changed. So I'm going to still have to watch what I do, but I think that my off-farm income is going to act as the supplement for what we lost here this year with the weather and the bad yields. So, which it's a good thing because I want to keep this farm moving forward. I know that 2018 was a year unlike most years past. It wasn't a typical year, but with that being said, also, if 2019 is another bad year, there's no way I'm going to sustain that 2 years in a row bad years. So we need, what do you do when you have situations like that? We need more income. We have to bring in income off the farm if I can't do it here on the farm. So that's kind of the deal there. All it means is I'm going to be working even more than I already am, but no worries there. Like I said, with how I do things here on the farm, it's not bad at all. So anyway, with that being said, with economy mode being lifted now, I've been looking at the equipment that I need to get to fulfill the needs portion of my equipment. Like I said in past videos, you have wants and you have needs. I do need a hay elevator. I think we're going to make that deal purchase fairly soon here. I'm definitely going to get a hay elevator. I just need one. There's no way to get out of that. There is one here, and you guys know the struggles I've been having with it, and it's not mine. So we are going to buy a hay elevator. That I can pretty well guarantee and set that in stone that is one thing I'm going to do. Hay wagons, I think I have a deal worked out on some hay wagons. My father-in-law had bought they bought a small square baler because they do big bales, and their straw big bales weren't doing so well at the auction. So they want a small bale everything. So he bought this small square baler, and like I said, this is their operation. I'm not involved with it, but the guy who had the baler also had a bunch of like 6 wagons that he was going to sell, and they only needed 3. So he had asked if I would need the other 3, and I said, yeah. I said, as long as they're in half decent shape, I'll take them. So still have to find out a price and figure out where they are exactly and find out about getting them home. That's always the problem with hay wagons, especially older ones, trying to tow them home from zigzagging side to side. You can go 22 miles an hour, but if you go 23, the wagon is making an appearance in your left mirror, and then your right mirror, and then your left mirror. I don't like towing hay wagons when they're wore out, but so anyway, okay, those are the two things for sure that I need. next up on the list, I know I've been talking about a sprayer. The used sprayer market has been awful. I don't know if you guys have noticed that lately. Still looking and not coming up with anything. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use my sprayer another year. But what I was looking at were, and this is where I need your guys' help, I was looking actually at trading my hay bine off for a disc bine. After the trouble I had last year with mowing the hay and it being wet hay, trying to mow it, and being back in the, you guys that have hay bines, you know what I'm talking about. You guys who have upgraded to a disc bine, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I need your guys' help with disc bines. I have only ever run two. I ran a Gale and I ran a New Holland, I want to say 1411, 411, something like that. So that's, and I don't know much about disc bines. I don't know what are the good models and what are the models to stay away from, and I don't want to buy something that I shouldn't. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen this year. Buying a disc bine this year, I just don't know. I don't think, but it's always a possibility. I want to keep that on the list of pieces of equipment to upgrade, get away from the hay bine, go to a disc bine. If I have to use a hay bine another year, so be it. But let me know. Let me know what you guys have. Let me know what works for you. Let me know what's good. And also, with that being said, tell me the ones to stay away from. So. UPS is coming, so I'll make a break in the video. I'll come back. All right, so UPS just pulled out of here. Okay, back to disc bines. So what I'm looking for, I don't want anything that is like 13 or 15 foot. I'm looking for like a 9 or 10 foot with the same type of hitch as my New Holland 489. I'm not looking for like I don't want a 3-point hitch mounted style, and it doesn't matter if it has hydraulic swing. I don't have two remotes on the 685, but I will just mow with the 986. That's got two on the back. I do like mowing with that a little bit better than the 685. You're up higher. So yeah, anything in that that era, that range, something like that, just let me know. So let's get on to the third and final topic of today's video. All right, so I didn't give too many shout outs here on my channel. I think I did one. I gave one shout out. It sounds like somebody's out. Deer season's still going. A muzzleloader, I think. I only gave one shout out. I have mentioned other channels, but it's not too often that I'll give a shout out. Well, today I want to give a shout out to a channel I found here. It was in my recommended, and I really enjoy it. It's 10th generation Dairyman. The guy, I think his name is Eric. He is from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. If you read the description in the about section, they milk about 200 cows, farm 250 acres. For you guys that like equipment, I did see New Holland, I saw John Deere, and I also saw a Magnum tractor. So real diverse lineup of equipment. He did videos on feeding. He gave a tour of the milking facility, and one also on milking the cows. So dairy channels are great for YouTube. I love to watch the dairy channels, any of the dairy farmers out there. Being that this guy's from Pennsylvania, I want to support Pennsylvania, the dairy industry in Pennsylvania, of course, from my home state. But yeah, check it out. It's 10th, like the number 10, 10th generation Dairyman. Dairy farm in Lancaster County. I think he had about 200 subscribers as of today. Any of you guys watching that like dairy and like farming channels on YouTube, try to support this guy. Hit subscribe and give his videos some views. They're real nice. He does a great job with the camera work. They're easy videos to watch. So check it out, 10th generation Dairyman. I will post a link in the description to the channel, and I might put some in the community posts, some of his videos, as well as put something on Instagram. So I like to help this guy get rolling here on YouTube. So check him out. So that's it for today. Like I said, I have a bunch of hose to cut, and it's starting to get dark here. The temperature did drop, and things are starting to freeze up. They're not froze yet, but they're starting to freeze. There's a potential of a snowstorm Saturday and Sunday, so we'll be watching that, and that's where we are. So, all right, guys, thanks. I will see you guys again. Like I say, I'm sorry I'm not posting the daily video. We'll try to get back to that, but it is kind of what it is for now. So, all right, guys, see you later.